Here's another game that I got versus a Shaman. Here, shield slam and shield block, or shield block and shield slam is really good, and Grommash can wait. And nice, I got my Fiery War Axe. So, like any warrior, getting a Fiery War Axe for turn 2 is the best deal. Coins. And I haven't seen Unstable for a long time, but I have nothing really to play, so I just decided that I might as well just kill it off. So I did. And the other reason why I killed it off is because he used a coin for it. So it's an advantage for me to kill it off, or else I wouldn't take any advantage. And here I decided to save my weapon for something more useful to kill instead of a healing totem. And here you go. Uh, a, a perfect 3 health for my remaining Fiery War Axe. And then I have nothing to play again, so I just armor up. And this is where it starts to get really frustrating because he's playing lots of taunts. So I'm actually expecting him to play even more taunts. And here I can't really do anything, so I just decide that I'll just wait and see what he plays. And he plays the top deck card, which is a Knife Juggler. And this is where it's going to get extremely out of hand. So, and I don't want to gamble on my top deck cleave here. So I decide to use my current shield slam after armoring up again, because I lost it due to the feral spirits attacking me. So yeah, once I tick out at least the early game priority target is a Knife Juggler, then I feel safer. However, he plays Doomhammer. And I was really scared at this point, because if I don't draw my Ooze, then I'll be in deep trouble. I'll be losing more health. But oh, guess what? I decided to do a well played here because he actually played really well, taking board control advantage like crazy. But he just lost value after I managed to ooze him. And this is why I play an ooze. I have 1 in 30 chance to advantage ooze something, such as Doomhammer. And if I did have a Harrison, that would be pretty bad because I would draw 6 cards and I would overdraw. So normally people would wait. And if you wait too long, then you also take too much damage. And here he kills my Ooze, which is not what I wanted to see because I wanted to kill one of the feral spirits that way with the Ooze. So now I lost my board control for sure. And turn 8, and the style that I play, I don't actually play Grommash offensively most of the time. So I just play my Grommash, and he top deck a Hex. And I was getting really frustrated because he's playing his top deck cards for a few turns now. The Knife Juggler was it, and then now the Hex. And then he plays another Taunt. So his whole deck, or at least half his deck, is full of Taunts. At this point, I also want to play my top deck card then. So I slammed that 3 3 Grizzly, and then I decided to spend my Whirlwind here because there's a 1 health guy, and I wanted to clear the board, so I might as well just use the execute now. I was waiting for like a fire elemental with the execute, well, the Whirlwind execute for a fire elemental, but I'm not gonna wait that long. I'm really afraid of Bloodlust, and here he plays a Woody Bay bodyguard, so his whole deck is just full of taunts. Here, since I have enough armor, I'll just play my Shield Slam. And knowing that I can play my Sylvannas, I can spend my Shield Slam like it was nothing. And then he top decks another Hex. Now I was really mad. And then on top of that, he plays a Stormwind Champion. And more people have been playing with the Stormwind Champion because it's a 6 attack power. So a BGH cannot target it, and it really helps in like a Shaman or a Warlock. Or against a Priest. So here he's gaining momentum. And I faceless the Stormwind Champion, but he decides not to attack the faceless Stormwind Champion. He thinks that he has enough board control to just go all face, because if he has Bloodlust in his hand, he can Bloodlust me down and win the game. So here, I decided to see what I can draw, but I didn't draw anything advantageous. So since he's playing so many taunts, I might as well start using my Black Knight. Because I was waiting Black Knight for like Earth Elemental or Sunwalker, but he didn't play either of them. So I might as well use it now and reduce the amount of damage taken. And here he Lightning Storms because he definitely didn't want to use his own minions to do so, and he has a spell damage increase from the Azure Drake. Here I was really happy that he has a Stormwind Champion still on the board because of the Lord Arena being buffed to 7/6. And in my hand I just so happen to have BGH. So I'll use my BGH. And this is the part where my hand is awesome to clear his entire board, where most people wouldn't be able to clear unless they have the things in hand and on board like I did. I mean, people would figure out how to clear the board like this, but I don't think the Shaman expected me to clear the board. So now we're kinda even on cards, but with that he showed that he's actually down on cards, but he just drew one back, so advantage to him. However, I have legendaries. I decided to clear the Spell Totem because I want my Rag to hit his face. And here I didn't want to taunt my Rag because if he has Black Knight in his hand, that would be pretty bad. And he used his Earth Shock already. He used his Lightning Bolt already. He used double Hex. So the chances of the 4/1 dying is only from Fire Elemental or Rock Biter, but he'll take 4 damage. And he happens to have an Argent Commander. But I have my Sun Fury Protector to kill the Argent Commander, but I decided not to do so because I really want some board presence other than Rag. And so I'll use my Sun Fury to kill the Spell Totem instead, so that my Rag wouldn't get hit much harder by any direct spells such as Lava Burst. And here I decided, you know what, I'll just taunt up again. just to not get Alakir'd for some reason because I'm down in health. I'm really down in health. And this is not what I wanted to see. More taunts. So I got my Brawl, but I'm not gonna Brawl this because I still have Rag and he's not down low enough to the point where I'll risk losing Rag to a Brawl. So I'll just use whatever I can and kill off as much damage as I can so that I can save my Rag. The lesser damage my Rag takes, the better, because he already has used double Hex and one Earth Shock. And I definitely did not want to see that Sea Giant. Here I was kind of mentally stuck for a while, but I decided that I'll just take the gamble and hope that Rag kills the Sea Giant, but it didn't. And so here it really worries me because now he has regained board control. But it's also good that he lost down to 6 health. Because I do play a card that is very interesting. I do have a direct spell card. So here I decided to Brawl without putting down my Molten Giant because I don't really want to lose my only high damage creature. And I got lucky by winning the Brawl in terms of having his Taunt Totem survive. And then I play my Molten Giant. And here I was deciding whether I should enrage the Taunt Totem because then I open up my space to attack his face in 2 turns. But I was like, you know what? If he plays something like this, then I will get hurt even more. So I'm saving my inner rage. But guess what? I drew my special card and I basically win the game. So Mortal Strike is awesome. Thanks for watching.